This is going to be a very simple video going over the patch notes for those of you who are too lazy to read it. Unfortunately, Slayer Gang, we down, bruh. Oh my god. Punishers got nerfed. Predators did not get touched. But the nerf comes to Bloodlust and Ragnar Break. The damage coefficient also got changed slightly for Bloodlust, so the more spec you have, it doesn't do quite as much damage. Now, none of these numbers in the PTR patch are for certain yet. This is just the start of it, so after some more testing in the live server, they might revert some of these or make them more. Hopefully, it's not more. First Intention Wardancer got a little baby buff. She got a little bit of love. The Soulfist finally got a rework. This is really exciting, and I actually just deleted mine, which is really unfortunate. But you are more in tune with your class engraving now. So for example, if you're a robust spirit Soulfist, then the class fits better around the fact that you're doing big damage with your awakening and your burst window. As far as the energy overflow, the piano type build, it also is more geared towards that. They've changed some of the skills. They also got a really nice UI overhaul, so the skills look crazy. You look like a literal Super Saiyan when you're in hype mode. It's really sick. So this is a great change. Glaivier's rejoice. Oh, we're going to the moon, baby. I'm so hyped for this change. I was watching some of the footage last night as soon as this dropped, and reading this was extremely confusing. So don't even try to read it. Just take my word for it. We are getting a big buff because our class rework is sick. For Pinnacle Glaiviers, we are really leaning in to the red skills, and they are doing an absolute shit ton of damage. I'm, for one, extremely excited, but the skills got a lot of rework. The tripods are reworked. Everything is reworked on the Glaivier. It seems now that the red skills on Pinnacle are more of a bursty type of a play style, and that they are definitely going to be the high percentage of your damage for this class engraving. Now for Control, I didn't see a whole lot of footage of it yet, so I can't say for sure, but because they reworked everything, I'm sure that the Control lovers are also going to be extremely happy. I, for one, am so freaking pumped for this update. The worst part is that we're gonna have to wait for it. ESO Strikers also got some love. I saw this coming. I didn't want to say anything just in case I was wrong, naturally. This is why I built a 5x3 with ESO instead of the 4x3 plus 2 plus 1. Over the last few balance patches, they've really been trying to do away with the +1 style of class engravings, and so I thought, you know what, Striker could definitely use some love. This does not make sense that you should use like mass increase and all these other engravings instead of just going the +3 on ESO. I'm super excited about this. This is a big buff, man. 12% for all of your big skills. I'm so hyped about this. Let's freaking go. ESO to the moon, baby. Deadeye. This was a big one. Apparently, from what I have gathered, and I don't play one, but I might make one after this on the next progression event. I'm not gonna lie, it looks insanely fun. Is that they've added a lot of new skills, and they've reworked some of the skills to just better fit the overall playstyle. It's just more fun. It makes more sense. Both of the builds, Pistolier and Enhanced Weapon, are very good, very intuitive, a lot more fun, and Deadeyes are going to be super happy about this change, and the overall damage has gone up. Now there are a few classes who got a little slap on the wrist, and one of those is the Artillerist. So the fire buff efficiency factor due to your spec stats has changed. It's a little bit lower, and the bombardment skill damage has also changed. It's a very minor adjustment. Hawkeye has also apparently been slightly buffed, and the way that the class plays, especially Deathstrike, has changed a little bit as well. They did a couple reworks on the tripods and the engraving as well. I don't personally play him, but y'all are gonna be very happy. Scouter players got a big buff, especially for the non-transformation class engraving. For the transform class, you also got a buff. Your damage coefficient with spec went up. It got a little buff, but the people who should be super hyped about this are the non-transformation scouters. There's been a lot of changes to these skills, and apparently they are insane. So you got a big boy buff. Gunslinger, I don't even know why they included this. I'm gonna be 100% honest, because it's basically the exact same. So I don't know who even uses Deathfire. This is like a chaos dungeon skill, but anyways, it got changed a little bit. So there's that. Summoner. Got another little slap on the wrist. Now, Sorceress is another class. I got a little slap on the wrist, but I really like this change with Squall, especially for the Igniter Sorcs, because you're getting more gauge for using a counter skill. So now if they make this skill a good gauge generator as well, then of course you're gonna take that counter skill without hesitation. So I like this change. Hopefully it is enough to warrant it being used full time instead of only in very specific situations. And the crit damage of Igniter has been changed from 50 to 40%. Now Blade also got a buff, which I did not expect this at all. I feel like the Blade's been performing pretty dang well in our version, at least for me. I play a remaining energy build though, and I'm always in the family photo for MVP. I'm not gonna be upset with this little 6.5% damage buff to all of the normal skills. And I'm especially hyped about this as well because I'm about to build a 5x3 Surge Blade variant 2. As far as the Shadowhunters go, everyone gets a buff. So the spec coefficient has also changed with the demon skills. They've gone up about 5%. That's pretty damn good. I would definitely take that as a transform class. That's awesome. And then also the damage of the encroachment and normal skills have increased by 3.2% flat, as well as lots of these skills. And this is definitely going to affect the perfect suppression Shadowhunters the most with these skills. They have also been buffed big time. So Shadowhunters rejoice everywhere. Reaper got another buff. This is just my day. So many of my classes are getting buffed. I love it. But that is basically everything for this balance patch, guys. If you are a Glaivier, get freaking hyped. Our entire class is changing. I know, I'm so excited because it has been a little bit smudged. I've really been feeling like it needed a change big time, so I'm glad it's here and I'm excited to do big damn. And unfortunately, Punisher Slayers are not rejoicing. Predators definitely are because they didn't get touched. But the Punisher class, we're hanging our heads a little bit on this patch. Hopefully they change the damage that they reduced from us and they give us some back. But guys, let me know which class you're most excited about. Are these patch notes going to be affecting a lot of your classes that you play, or maybe even your main? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm really eager to see how this is going to be affecting you. And leave a like on this video if one of your classes is getting buffed, but don't leave a dislike if one of them were getting nerfed. That'd just be mean. And also consider subscribing to the channel. I'm gonna keep you all up to date with everything in Lost Ark, and we are almost at our 2,500 sub goal, and I know that we could get there with your help. I'm gonna see you on the next video.